Now you got Boots Ennis who's in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. He's got the it, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for a bigger and better challenge.
Boxing insiders are getting louder by the day, all demanding one thing: Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford. Many believe it's the matchup boxing needs right now, a generational showdown that could define the sport's next era.
Win, lose, or draw, he's the ticket. I'll fight Terence Crawford. Come on, man. Boots had a chance to fight me. Virgil Ortiz had an opportunity to fight me, but now everybody, I'll fight Terence, or I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, okay, cool. When y'all had y'all opportunity, y'all went elsewhere. But now that y'all see I'm the ticket, now y'all like, oh yeah, we want to fight Terence Crawford. We want Terence Crawford.
Crawford's shocking victory over Canelo shook the boxing world and left fans asking what's next. At 38 years old, with a spotless 42-0 record, he's already achieved what most fighters only dream of. Becoming the undisputed super middleweight champion after unifying multiple divisions has cemented his place among the sport's immortals. He could retire today and still go down as one of the greatest ever. But boxing has a way of pulling its legends back in, and right now, everyone wants a piece of Terence Crawford.
I'm a bad businessman. That's what they all used to say, remember? I guess I'm a bad businessman, because look at me now.
You got an extensive real estate portfolio. You playing Monopoly too, bro. You got your own street, Terence Crawford. That's in the North Omaha.
North Omaha.
You got a lot of houses on there, bro. You playing Monopoly in real life.
I own 11 houses on that street.
On that street.
11.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Trying to buy them all.
You trying to buy some more?
I'm trying to get them all, man. I'm trying to be the first that came up out the hood to say I own the hood.
You bought it back. Bought your block back.
No, personally own it. How can I call this my neighborhood if I don't own a house?
Yeah.
I was blessed a long time ago to invest my money the right way and, put it in the right, portfolios and, 401k, this is everything, trust funds, all that stuff. I can just say I'm blessed.
Man, you breaking generational curses.
For sure.
It's powerful.
The thing is, in the words of all the PBC followers and fans, I'm a bad businessman. That's what they all used to say, remember? I should have just took the 70-30. I should have just took what Spence got me. I guess I'm a bad businessman, because look at me now.
Enter Jaron Boots Ennis, an undefeated knockout artist at 34-0, now moving up to 154 pounds. After conquering the welterweight division and vacating his titles, he's targeting new territory at super welterweight. His debut there comes on October 11th against Osima Lima, a WBA eliminator that could fast-track him to a title shot against ABO's Baru at just 28, hungry and dangerous. Ennis is being pushed as the heir to Crawford's throne, and that's why the calls for this mega fight keep getting louder.
I think he's a complete fighter, one of the best. Certainly one of the best fighters I've been in the gym with, and been in the gym with a lot of good fighters over the last 10, 15 years. He's right up there. The aggressiveness, the defense, the skills, the speed, he's the full package.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has been one of the loudest voices backing the matchup, calling it the best fight in American boxing today. In his view, Crawford versus Ennis would be a clash between eras, the seasoned master versus the fearless phenom. But Hearn also admits there's a problem. Crawford isn't chasing paydays or easy fights anymore. He knows how risky Ennis is, and unless the reward matches the danger, he's not stepping in that ring.
Terence Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to show how great he is.
Crawford himself has said he's not interested in dropping back down to 154, making a showdown with Ennis more complicated. If it ever happens, it might need to be at a catchweight or closer to middleweight. That doesn't rule it out, but it explains why Crawford's name keeps getting linked to multiple divisions. Meanwhile, Ennis's father, Derek Ennis, has a very different opinion. He believes Crawford has already done it all, from unifying belts to securing generational paydays, and should retire on top. He's even compared Crawford to Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard, arguing that the champ's legacy is already secure.
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
No. I ain't going down 154.
Still, talk about Crawford's next move refuses to fade. Trainer Turki Alalshik has teased a major announcement about Crawford's future, sparking endless fan theories. Could it be a Canelo rematch, a drop to middleweight for more glory, or one final mega fight to close out an already legendary career?
What's left?
For Terence?
Yeah.
If I was Terence, I would retire. That's what I would do. He did everything, man. He's done everything, man. You know what I mean? He don't have any titles, he don't want all that stuff, you know what I mean? I think I'll go off one in the sunset, man. You know what I mean? You don't need no more money. You know what I mean?
Retire undefeated Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather?
There you go. Retired undefeated. Don't worry about nobody else. You know what I mean? He did what he's supposed to do. He finally made the money that he's supposed to make. He's one of the greatest there is. You know what I mean? People can talk about him all they want. You know what I mean? When he fought, what's that for? The last fight, they thought he was going to...
Madrimov.
He talking about he lost. No, he didn't lose. He won.
I feel like he beat Madrimov decisively. I don't know what people were talking
Good
about.
little fight. You know what I mean? The boy was awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult. You have fighters like that. They make you look a little, you know what I mean, off a little bit, but he still won.
Is that why you can't measure one fight to the next?
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, well, look how he looked against Madrimov.
But you can't
Canelo's going to beat him.
You can't measure it off of that, man. Styles make fights. You know what I mean? It all depends on what style you have. You know what I mean? And he did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? I think he's one of the greatest, man.
That victory, did that put him up there with the Floyds, the Ray Leonards?
Right there with him all.
A second fight with Canelo has been mentioned, but it seems unlikely. Despite the close scorecards, Crawford controlled the first bout, and a rematch might lack that same spark. A move to middleweight 160 pounds, however, feels more realistic. With champions like Yanibek Alimkhanuly and Arislandi Lara holding titles there, Crawford could chase history again. If he unified at middleweight, he'd become a six-division champion, a feat almost unheard of in modern boxing.
This is the gloves of the champ. He gave it to me, and this is important gift from him. It's mean a lot to me. We do it. I like the logo. Yeah. Very, very beautiful logo. The champ, the champ have a lot of surprise for his city and for the future. He want to rest now for 1 or 2 months. Then we will tell you the surprise. For sure. Thank you.
Of course, Ennis remains a very real option, especially if he wins a world title at 154. Crawford once held the WBA title in that same division before being stripped, and that belt now sits with Abbas's Baru. An Ennis-Crawford unification would be a blockbuster, a true passing of a torch moment. Another intriguing name, David Benavidez. The Mexican-American powerhouse has moved up to light heavyweight, but the magnitude of a Crawford bout could lure him back down. No matter the weight, 168, 175, or somewhere in between, that fight would dominate headlines.
I love me some Crawford, man. Y'all already know what time it is. But, hey, I got to call a spade a damn spade. Janet Beck ain't nothing to mess with. He cold. Yeah, Southpaw, you don't know much about him. That's fine. You ain't got to know much about him. But I'm here to tell you. Speed, power, size, your IQ, defense, offense. Dude is cold, man. Footwork, angles, shoot, power in both hands. He a killer. That's what he is. He a damn killer, man, you know? So, I mean, look, if Crawford can go down and face that dude, bro, man, whoo, Crawford's legacy. Now, it might not be no marquee name and a name that the whole world will know, but everybody will be tuning in just to see Terence Crawford's greatness because he's a mega star now. He's the star now, right?
Beyond titles, Crawford might chase star power. Conor Benn is quickly becoming a household name in the UK, especially if he beats Chris Eubank Jr. in a potential rematch. A Crawford-Benn fight in Wembley Stadium or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium would be monumental even without belts. After his Canelo triumph, Crawford has crossed into mainstream fame, making every matchup a global event.
If you were at 168, when we think about anybody at 168 outside of Canelo, the first name that comes to anybody's mind is David Benavidez. What about the potential for a fight like that?
No, like I said, man, that's a big dude. You know what I mean? He ain't even at 168. You know, when you look
Right, not now. It's at 175, yeah.
he probably can't even make 168 no more. When you look at these fights, you know, especially coming up, you gotta be realistic. You gotta, you know, say, all right, you know, how big is this dude really is? Because David Benavidez, he can fight his, you know. But me personally, I believe in my skills and my ability that I could be any.
Through all the talk, Ennis has shown nothing but respect. He's praised Crawford's win over Canelo as a historic moment while staying focused on his own path. His plan is simple: conquer 154, win decisively, and deliver a knockout that makes headlines. Many already see him as the natural successor to Crawford. Both swift hitters, both technically brilliant, both ruthless finishers. Even Canelo used Ennis as a sparring partner before facing Crawford, yet admitted afterward, "My body just couldn't keep up."
That's what pulling out. Straight line. Hold on, it's few adjustments that need to be made and we just work on this, you know what I mean? Once get it one shake. He needs. You heard him. That's it. Too tired of it. That's it. Everything needs to touch it. You need to get to it, you know what I mean? But mainly, start pulling out.
Not everyone agrees on how a Crawford-Ennis fight would go. Former champion Shawn Porter, who was stopped by Crawford and has sparred Ennis, says it would be an instant classic, comparing it to Hagler versus Hearns or Leonard versus Duran. He's described both men as alpha fighters, saying Crawford's dominance shocked him in the ring, while Ennis's power left him equally impressed.
That's a good fight. That's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Probably at middleweight or something. That's like a vacant belt. That's definitely up there. That's definitely a big fight. Probably Shakur and Tank too, maybe. That's like right on scene. But yeah, that's that. He might not be lying. That might be the biggest fight.
So, what happens next? For Crawford, it's a question of legacy or longevity. Does he chase one last mountain or walk away as a legend on top? For Ennis, the path is clear. Beat Lima, grab the title, and claim his spot as the future of boxing. Whichever road they take, one thing's certain: Crawford's legacy is secure, but his next move could make him untouchable.